This award is dedicated to something that makes Flagrant 2 Flagrant 2, man.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate the highlight plays and the emotional plays and the miraculous plays. We like fights.
We love it.
We like
It's
shit
the logo of our show.
It's the logo of our goddamn show. If it wasn't
important.
for fights in between sports, there probably wouldn't be a Flagrant 2. So let's rattle off the nominees. Nominee number 1, the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Nominee number 2, AJ Green and the Sass Lord, Jalen Ramsey, getting into a fight early this year. Nominee number 3, Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree, getting his chain snatched in the middle of a game and causing that melee between the Broncos and the Raiders. So,
Nominee number 4.
nominee number 4, that's right. Boogie Cousin, no, not Boogie Cousin.
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal and Draymond Green going
right.
at it. You know what I mean? Getting his jersey ripped up with those shoddy Nike apparel. And yeah, I think I guess that's it. All right, so the winner. This is a close one, guys. This is a close one. Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree, God damn it.
Wow.
By a nose. By a nose.
This
Now,
was debated.
this was heavily debated in the Flagrant 2 group chat.
Yeah.
Heavily debated.
Yeah.
And what puts this over the edge is somebody got that chain snatch on the field, man.
Repeated.
Repeated
That's what won it to
chain
me.
snatch.
If it was the first time, it wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
But it was repeated chain snatching.
Yeah.
Somebody deboed him twice. And I feel like while I wanted to give it to Beal for taking Draymond's fruit cup and really changing Draymond, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but not only did Draymond's, like, confidence in fighting get affected, his confidence in playing has been affected.
You know what that
Draymond
was
has
like?
played like 10 games since he got his fruit cup taken. Real talk.
You know what it's like? It's like when the dog gets like bullied by the bigger dog.
Yeah, and then
in
now
the
it's
yard,
whimpering.
and it whimpers. Now it used to have a big bark, and now
Yeah.
it's like, huh?
Yeah. No, Draymond's playing with his tail between his
whimpering.
legs.
fam.
I mean, they're winning, but like Draymond's not having that impact on games.
Maybe
like he
that's why
used
the
to.
rest of the Warriors are getting so chippy.
Probably.
Because the
They
big
gotta
dog
make up
can't
for the
bark
big
like
dog.
that anymore.
Wow.
This is true, and that used to be Draymond's gig right there.
And
man.
what happened afterwards? Bradley Beal's been rattling off 40, 50-point games.
Listen,
Beal.
I just
He's
saw
been going ham.
I just
dude.
saw Bradley Beal at the Barclays Center a few nights ago. That boy is the truth.
Yo.
And John Wall's not even been playing. He's been
Well,
keeping
that's
that
why
team
he been-
afloat.
Oh yeah,
You
but
know
that's
what I
why
mean?
he's been dropping all those points.
I mean, he's got to, but it's a difference between having to and having the ability
Yeah,
to.
no,
And
no. I think Beal took Draymond's soul, man.
Yeah.
He really snatched that shit.
and you touched on it too, man. You touched on it a couple of episodes earlier when you said, you know, John Wall, like when Bradley Beal and John Wall having those press conferences together, like he
Yeah.
looks at Bradley Beal like he's kind of the alpha.
the
and,
real
you know,
one.
He's been, you know, he's proved it off the court, on
Yeah.
the court, like he's carried himself
It's
like
just
one.
hard
so.
to assume jump shooters are tough.
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
never assumed that. Like
Yeah.
a guy was like a soft mid-range jumper. I'm like, yeah, that guy's gonna fight. That guy's gonna beat you up there in practice. But the reality is this motherfucker happens to not go to the basket with authority, but take your fruit cup
He will take your fruit. He will go up to the goon of your team
and snatch that
and
shit.
snatch the nuts off of him.
But he's not the winner.
He is not the winner.
is Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree. And we actually have to give a lot of credit to Crabtree.
yes, we
because
do.
Crabtree's ego made him wear that chain again.
This is true. This is very
so
true.
his fragile ego was like, oh, I got my shit taken last time. You're not going to take my shit again. I'm going to wear it and tape it in. Apparently he taped it.
Yeah, he taped it.
Exactly.
It was a little bit of a. It wasn't a huge story up until the second fight. You know what I mean? Like nobody really would have like blamed him if he just didn't wear the chain. Like if he just didn't wear the chain, it's a non-story. There's probably no fight, whatever.
Yeah.
But Aqib Talib goes to the media. They ask him why he took the chain. He says, "I took it. If he wears it again, I'm gonna take it again." Crabtree wears the chain again.
Goon.
It gets snatched again.
Goon.
And full-on melee breaks out.
That's
Marshawn
it.
Lynch is trying to play peacekeeper.
No.
He's walking people to the locker room. You know what I
No.
mean? It's like, you know, referees get hurt. They're falling over shit. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
take
like,
his mouth
it was,
guard. Somebody snatches your chain, B, and they don't have a chain, you got to take their mouth guard.
Facts,
You got to
facts.
get on top of him, and while there's a big old huddle, put your fingers in his mouth and yank that shit out and put it in your pocket. Dead
He's
ass.
not one to be fucked with, though. I
Facts.
think, didn't he shoot himself at a strip club in
Son,
Dallas or some shit like that?
something like that,
He
right?
shot a strip
Something.
club in Dallas. First of all, you know you're an angry dude when you're around naked girls and you feel like shooting anything.
It's like, no, I got
You know
to
what I
bust a
mean?
cap in somebody's ass.
cats. Like if I'm at a strip club, the last thing I'm doing is reaching. Then again, he could have a massive dick would just hit that trigger. We don't know. We don't. And if that was the case, we got a bravo.
More power to you.
Hey,
More power
listen,
to you, bro.
more power to you. Power to that stripper that had is made what's his face Akeem being there a liability.
Yeah.
Got the dick moving so bad it fired the fucking trigger.
Yeah, bro. Real talk.
Well, shout out to the stripper who made that happen, man. Shit. But you know what it is, man. Akeem Talib, Michael Crabtree. I don't think Akeem Talib really wanted to smoke because he kept his helmet on. But we loved the theatrics of it.
Oh,
it was
beautiful.
great. People got suspended. You know what I mean? It was in the football field, so it was spread out. Like, there was people fighting in the end zone, people fighting in the sidelines, all that stuff. So, you know, the Flagrant 2 Fighter of the Year, a.k.a. the Mouse in the Palace Memorial Award winner.
I love that. This motherfucker is a goddamn cat.
So Akeem Talib and Michael Crabtree. Andrew.
All right, next one is the Flagrant Social Moment of the Year. I feel like we could have come up with a better name for that. It's very on the nose, very obvious.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
But whatever,
eventually.
it will happen.
Yeah.
You got KD's burner phone, or burner accounts, rather.
Yes.
Joel Embiid, Hassan Whiteside tweets.
And really, it could go to just multiple Joel Embiid moments.
Of course. We could just call that multiple Joel Embiid moments.
Yeah.
Keaton getting pimped.
Yes.
Keaton is that little kid. And then LeBron versus Trump. I think this is a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer,
The winner,
man.
Slender Man.
Yes.
KD's burner accounts. KD was out there tweeting. I mean, we had Loopy here last week. For everybody who didn't listen to the episode, Loopy was here last week, and KD slid in Loopy's DMs. They were talking mad shit because Loopy had started a video where he was talking shit about KD. So KD is out there. He is ready to battle back in these social media streets. And it's got to be him. I mean, that was some really odd behavior.
It was the oddest. Like,
Very odd behavior, man.
It's one of those things where, like, I would love to talk to, like, we should have, like, a sports psychologist come on here.
Yes.
And be like, yo, how is it that somebody who felt so strongly about leaving a place, you left and you got everything you wanted. You got all the shots you wanted. You won a championship. You became finals MVP. You're in this great city. Like, what goes through your head that you have to make fake Twitter accounts defending yourself against complete
This is a
strangers.
message to all you hoes out there that left your good boyfriend for some rich guy. Okay? The grass is not always greener. Happiness comes from within. All right?
Facts.
KD could not find that happiness within, and he's still struggling to find that happiness. I think that's really the reality.
That's all it is, really.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like,
It's sad, man.
It is.
It's sad.
I felt bad. Like, it made me question all the people that I argue with on social media. I'm like, is this LeBron on a burner account?
No,
is this Dwayne Wade on a burner account?
yeah.
Like, when people are just like adamantly defensive about certain things, it's like, dog, like, I'm a huge Knicks fan and I'm not that adamantly defensive about certain people. I'm like, it makes you think. It makes you it made me completely change the way I look at how athletes carry themselves on social media. And we have KD and his sensitivity to thank for that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know what's funny is remember when LeBron lost the finals and was just kind of like bitchy and mean and sniping?
Yeah.
KD, this is the first year he went to the Heat.
Oh, that
KD
was the
went to the
best shit.
Warriors, won a championship, and is acting the same way.
Acting worse, in my opinion. Because at least LeBron had the nerve to go up to that press conference and pretty much call us all broke and say, I'll be back next year.
Which is great.
Which is the single greatest LeBron moment in history. He got up on that press conference and said,
Ric Flaired us, yo.
I was like, yo, I don't care if y'all mad. I'm going to just go back and live my life and be happy with my family and be rich, and y'all can just enjoy that shit. And I was like, God damn, that was the realest moment I've ever heard from an athlete.
I get it, though. I get why KD is miserable.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine your whole life you're miserable and you're like, once I get this one thing, I'll be happy.
And you're not happy.
And then you don't get happy.
Ugh. It's rough. It's like,
You
what's
got
the
the
meaning
one
of
thing
life?
You've been working. That's why Jim Carrey's probably going to kill himself. I mean,
Oh,
God forbid.
God
but
forbid, man.
I really hope he doesn't. But I
Did
see
you watch
it
that
happening.
Netflix doc?
No, everybody's been telling me about that.
Oh,
but I noticed it
Jesus.
with like the erratic behavior. You like lately, like this, like he's going down that path of there is no meaning to the world. We're all just a bunch of molecules and yada yada yada. Okay, fine, whatever. But like, why do you need to convince yourself of this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why is that so important?
It's like he still can't believe it. And I think KD's in the same boat.
KD,
like,
yeah.
It's like, dog, I'm a basketball. Like, he's a basketball junkie. That's all he's known his entire life.
But that's he thought that there was salvation in it. He thought that there was happiness in it, and he got there, and there was momentary salvation and momentary happiness, and then he's back to his homeostasis.
He got to heaven
which
and
is
found out
negative.
God wasn't real.
Yeah. It's facts.
Yeah,
It's
because
facts.
that was heaven for him.
That was his
heaven was
religion.
once I win. Basketball's his religion. Once I win the championship, I'm in heaven forever.
Yep.
And in a weird way, I think this will be a good thing for KD because the sooner you realize, oh, I need to work for this happiness shit every single day, the sooner you'll be able to sustain some level of happiness. So.